This video explains why splitting your marketing budget across inbound and outbound is quietly killing your pipeline and exactly how to fix it. I'm going to show you how to decide between inbound and outbound, how to split a limited marketing budget so it actually works, and why doing a bit of everything is the most expensive mistake SMEs keep making. Here's the problem. Most SMEs don't have a marketing problem. They have a decision problem. They're trying to keep everyone happy. Inbound, outbound, ads, content, SEO, social, events, outreach, a little bit of everything. And it all sounds sensible until you look at the results. Because 120k marketing budget, for example, sounds healthy. But once you spread it out, it's suddenly doing a lot of work and very little lifting. 120k a year is 10k a month, 60k a year is only 5k a month, and 34k a year is under 3k a month. At those numbers, you can do one thing properly. What most businesses do instead is split it in half inbound, half outbound. 6 months later, marketing feels busy, dashboards look full, but the pipeline is still unpredictable. That's not because marketing doesn't work. It's because the budget's been diluted into irrelevance. Before going any further, let me be clear on language. Outbound means you go to the market for ads, outreach, sales activity, events. You're actively creating conversations. Inbound means the market comes to you, content, SEO, organic social, podcasts. You're building trust and authority over time, and both work, but not evenly and not at the same time. You need a primary strategy, not 50-50, but 80-20. So how do you decide which one gets the 80? 4 questions, no theory, just reality. First question, how quickly do you need leads? If you need a pipeline in the next 90 days, inbound is not the answer. That's outbound. Outbound is fast, you switch it on, conversations start, you switch it off and they stop. Inbound is slow at the start, it compounds later. If your pipeline is thin and revenue pressure is real, outbound comes first. If your pipeline is healthy and you're building long-term leverage, inbound makes sense. Our second question, what's your average deal size? Outbound is expensive. Ads, tools, sales time, all adds up. If you're selling high value deals, the cost makes sense. If you're selling lower value services, it doesn't. Lower deal sizes scale better with inbound. Higher deal sizes tolerate outbound. This isn't opinion, it's maths. Third question, do you actually know what sells? If you know who you sell to, what problem you solve, and why people buy, outbound works. If you're still refining messaging or positioning, outbound will just amplify the confusion. Inbound gives you room to learn while you build credibility. Outbound builds clarity. Inbound builds iteration. The fourth question, what are you actually good at? If your strength is sales, conversations, relationships, speed, closing, outbound fits. If your strength is expertise, explanation, thought leadership, inbound fits. Don't force a channel that doesn't match how your business actually wins. So let's talk about the money. Take 120k annual marketing budget. The rule stays the same. It's 80-20. Option 1, 80% outbound. That's 96k outbound, 24k inbound. The outbound spend goes on ads, outreach tools, sales time, maybe a couple of good events. The inbound spend isn't there to generate leads, it's there to support the outbound. So when someone checks you out, you look credible, not desperate. Option 2, 80% inbound. That's 96k inbound, 24k outbound. The inbound spend builds content, SEO, email visibility. The outbound spend accelerates it. Light outreach, retargeting, strategic touch points. One engine, one support channel. Now expectations, because this is where people panic. Outbound should produce conversations within 2 months. Inbound should show traction within 3. If that's not happening, something is wrong, and it's typically usually around your messaging or execution. The mistake most businesses make is switching strategy instead of fixing the problem. So here's the takeaway. Look at your pipeline, look at your deal size, look at your strengths. Pick inbound or outbound, allocate 80/20. Commit for 6 months. What you want to do is fewer channels with more focus. That's how to stop marketing looking busy and start it behaving like a system. If you like this content, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.